It's your boy Crypto Blood. Welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. It is September 11th, 9/11/2018. I know all of us in the US especially remember this day. Man, it's crazy, man. Every time this time of year rolls around, I kind of think about it, and it's just very sad feeling. And I remember actually when 9/11 first happened, shortly after that, every time I looked at a clock, it seemed like it was 9/11, and stuff just messed with me for like at least a year and a half or so after the 9/11 tragedy. But our country and Western civilization has never been the same since. I definitely think it was some stuff behind that. We all know the stories, we've seen the documentaries, and you know, the government definitely ain't telling us all of what happened on that day. Unfortunate. But I want to give a shout out to my man Frank O'Meal. He wanted me to play some Mac Miller, Red Dot featuring Action Bronson. And this is another sad situation, man. Mac Miller died a few days ago from an overdose. These drugs, people, gotta leave that stuff alone. You don't have to be taking drugs to be cool. I'm telling you, you really don't. It's other ways to have fun in life, man. It's just so unfortunate. I think the young cat was 26. I didn't really listen to his music much, but I have heard many of his songs, and he was a talented young brother out of Pittsburgh. My man Mac Miller. I hope you guys are doing all right today. We're gonna be talking about two items that caught my attention this morning. One being, this is just a recurring theme, and I just want to keep bringing it up so you guys can understand what's going on with Ethereum. Another $30 million worth of ETH was sold from ICOs just this last week, and you actually might be shocked at the potential amount of ETH left to be sold. So we still got a lot of tail risk when it comes to holding ETH. So I'm going to look at this article, read this article for you guys, and we'll have a discussion about it. The second thing, the SEC has actually hit a crypto fund with some penalties and fines. SEC is back at it again. I don't think they ever stop. You're going to see more of this. They're going to try to squeeze all the people out of the game that they feel like shouldn't be, and then let the Wall Street boys come in and benefit from the cryptos. This is why we can't rely and can't succumb to regulation in this space. This is what this space was all about. I reiterate this all the time. When I got into cryptos, we were trying to escape the legacy system, the regulation, and all of the rules and stuff. So you live by the rules, you die by the rules. So if you want SEC to validate cryptocurrencies for you, well, this is what's going to happen. It's going to become more centralized. It's going to become inefficient, and really it's just a new way of doing an old thing, in my opinion. If we allow the governments to really come in and take over. But first, let's take a look at the market caps. We're at $190 billion, down more today. Bitcoin's dominance is almost at 57%. This is crazy, people. I haven't seen these type of BTC dominance percentages in years. It's been years, 3-4 years. But that's where we are. Flight to safety in crypto is Bitcoin. And then from there, people are just fleeing. Panic selling, either going into USDT, Tether, or just leaving and realizing profits or losses altogether. I want to just say this before we move on to the chart. I told you guys this a few weeks ago, maybe about a month ago, that, you know, from its highs, an 80% correction as far as market cap, I'm talking specifically market cap from all-time highs with Bitcoin and stuff, is around $170 billion. I think we're going to get there, and I actually think a capitulation will be probably 150. So we may see $150 billion market cap in the crypto space before it's all said and done. With that being said, look out for the alts, man. Alts are going to get slaughtered, including, unfortunately, including EOS. But hopefully the bounce back. It's all about the comeback, and I think EOS is going to, with a few others, maybe something like Stellar, Tron, maybe some of those third generation blockchains will really rise from the ashes and and take a good deal of the share of the market cap on the way back up. So we'll have to see how that pans out. But the chart is kind of nothing new. You know, we've made a few attempts to make newer highs, but as you can see, I'm just going to draw this really quickly. These are lower highs here, here, here. So not looking good. Definitely not looking good. And lower lows here, here. And the question is this the next low? I think so. I think we're going to do that. I just pray that we can hold this level right here. We really need to hold that level. So we'll have to see what happens though. If we don't, it is definitely going to $170 billion market cap, and I think a capitulation of around 150, 140 billion. Not bringing you good news, but bringing you real news to keep you guys abreast. Check this out of CoinDesk. SEC hits crypto asset fund and ICO superstore with penalties. Says here, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission said Tuesday that it has charged and reached agreements with two companies and their owners that operate in the cryptocurrency space. The securities regulator alleged that Crypto Asset Management LP and its principal, Timothy Anikin, had marketed itself under false pretenses, alleging that Anikin raised more than $3 million in late 2017 and claimed that the company was the first regulated crypto asset fund in the United States. According to the SEC, Anikin and the company agreed to the SEC's cease and desist orders and will pay a penalty of $200 grand without admitting or denying the agency's findings. Anikin didn't immediately respond to the request for comment. Although this isn't the first time the SEC has ordered cease and desist letters to companies operating in the crypto space, it is the first to come that found fault with registration statements made by the cryptocurrency investment company. Separately, the SEC accused Token Lot LLC and its owners, Lenny Kugel and Eli Lewitt, of acting as unregistered broker-dealers. The agency said that Token Lot, described as a kind of ICO superstore, received orders from more than 6,100 retail investors and handled more than 200 different digital tokens, which the SEC found included securities. As in the case of Cam, Kugel and Lewitt and the Token Lot LLC company didn't agree to or deny the SEC findings, but agreed to pay $471,000 in disgorgement plus $7,900 in interest. Lewitt and Kugel will also pay $45,000 each in penalties and agree to industry and penny stock bars and an investment company prohibition with the right to reapply after 3 years. The penalties in this case reflect the prompt cooperation and remedial actions by Token Lot, Kugel, and Lewitt. Notably, their deal with the SEC also states that they will find an independent third party to destroy Token Lot's remaining inventory of digital assets. How this process will play out is unclear at this time. Both the SEC orders reference its 2017 Dow report, which paved the way for a series of SEC enforcement actions against alleged fraudsters in the ICO's ecosystem. At the time, the agency said that securities laws in the US could apply to token sales. So there you have it. Just wanted to kind of give you guys that piece of information. This is the reason why I stopped dealing with ICOs in the United States, just simply because of the tail risk. I just felt like at any point the SEC could come down on any of the number of projects that did ICOs in the US over the past two years. So that's the reason why I kind of started getting away from ICOs in the US. But yeah, you guys let me know about this. How do you feel about the SEC, man? Do you think there will be more to come? More judgments, more penalties? I think so. Definitely let me know your thoughts on this. The second article is out of AMB Crypto, and this is a recurring topic that I've been covering on the channel. $30 million worth of Ethereum sold by ICOs in the last week. It says here, ICOs saw a boom in the market in the year of 2017 and the beginning of this year. The surge drew a lot of attention from major market players, including the mainstream media. The rise of the ICOs was one of the reasons for the glorious days of the Ethereum platform. That's very true. The article goes on to say Ethereum, the second biggest cryptocurrency in the market at present, became the smart contract which led to the rise of several projects. This includes EOS, Tron, and a number of others which have now launched their own mainnet with the aim of surpassing Ethereum. However, along with the advantage of being the first mover and preferred smart contract platform for developers, it has its disadvantages. The bear's grip, which has taken a toll on the whole market, has had an adverse effect on Ethereum especially. Ethereum has seen a constant drop this year, with the price looming around $200. The dip in ETH's value turned out to be the most shocking outcome in the cryptocurrency space. Reports have emerged that the price taking the downward slope was because of ICOs. Some projects which have raised millions of tokens in the market through initial coin offerings have started to shield in the market, according to the reports. The main reason is believed to be either the effect of the bearish market or the failure of their projects. Moreover, it has been pointed out that almost $30 million worth of Ethereum was sold during the past few days in the market. And this was a tweet by Kevin Rook. He said ICOs have spent over $30 million worth of ETH this week. This is more than any week since March of 2018. The scary part is, this is the part I want to tell you guys and highlight. These ICOs still have over 600 million worth of treasury ETH in their accounts. Will they sell or will they hold? Article goes on to say here, this could have resulted in Ethereum plunging below the $200 mark, and the reason it was amongst one of the coins which were affected the most in the bearish market. According to CoinMarketCap, at press time, Ethereum was trading around 194. I think it's even lower now, with a market cap of 19.8 billion. The coin has seen a significant drop of more than 32% in the past 7 days. El Novato says, of course they will sell. What will they be doing? Hodling? They have to buy their Lambos, islands, and plan retirement packages. Another person said, there is still a lot of selling to happen, and we haven't seen the bottom this year. This other guy says here, talking about selling your crypto low, no wonder. It's not their own invested money in the first place. So that's a good point. That last tweet is that these ICO startups have no discretion at price when they decide to sell. So we don't know, we hope it's not all at once, but they're not caring about selling at a certain price. It's just if they continue to see the price of ETH go down and the funds that they raised were in ETH, those funds start to go down in nominal value, they're just gonna sell, fire sale, and they're just gonna sell. And I came to this realization a couple of months ago. ETH is gonna get hit hard, the hardest of the top cryptocurrencies, and I really don't think they're gonna recover from it either. You may see a bounce, but we're talking about $90 ETH, $100 ETH, easily, especially if Bitcoin breaks this 5,900 level. So just giving you guys another heads up on that. Let me know, what do you think? Is ETH done? I wouldn't say they're done, but those highs of last year, I just can't see that ever coming back, people. I just can't see it. You guys let me know your thoughts on that. Make sure you like and subscribe. And again, man, rest in peace, Mac Miller. What a tragedy, man. Drugs are bad, people. It's your boy Crypto Blood. I'm out. Ha! Yeah.